here we go. So, I know a lot of people think that they're going to just get pregnant really easily, and then they, when they start struggling with infertility, it's kind of something new, something that they hadn't prepared for or thought about. For me, my mom and sister both had fertility issues, and so it was something kind of going into it I just always knew was a possibility, especially combined with my age. I was 36 when my husband and I started trying to get pregnant, and so I had a really good idea that, oh, this might not work. But we did try for about a year, almost a year on our own, just like with ovulation predictor kits and everything, and that when that didn't work, we decided it was time to see a fertility specialist. So, you know, going in, we didn't have any kind of known things like endometriosis, PCOS, or anything like that. So we started doing some testing, discovered a few issues. I had hyperlactin. We discovered that I had some uterine polyps. So for the prolactin, I started seeing an endocrinologist and started taking some medication to get that under control. For the polyps, I had a couple of hysteroscopies to kind of get that cleaned up. And so after a few months, you know, I was like, so everything's taken care of, cleaned up, ready to go. You know, let's go, let's be, you know, proactive and you know, do the next step. And at that time, my fertility doctor, she called me and she'd been looking at my labs, and she said, you know, I've been looking at your numbers, and really with where they are, you have diminished ovarian reserve, and you know, my recommendation for you would just be to proceed with a donor egg. I really wasn't ready to hear that at that time, you know, because we hadn't done anything like proactive yet. We just kind of addressed issues as they came up, but we hadn't like really tried anything. So she very graciously put a IUI protocol in my file and said, you know, if you want to try this, we can do it, you know, and so it'll be there when you're ready. So at that time, we decided to take a few months to just kind of figure some things out. I started doing a lot of research, you know, how I could improve my chances, you know, what I could do about diminished ovarian reserve. I found a lot of research showing that like acupuncture and Chinese medicine could help, so I started seeing an acupuncturist and taking supplements, and she really had me change my diet. So total diet change, I lost about 30 pounds just from that, and we did our first IUI last February, and it didn't work, but I just kept seeing the acupuncturist, kept working on my health, and we took a month off, and then we did our second IUI last April, and actually 1 year ago today, I got my first positive pregnancy test. And my daughter Lillian was born on New Year's Eve.